Eddie Soldiers. You are watching a commercial for the Black Brigade reboot on Rumble. This is your Brigadier General DT here. I've taken plenty of time off. I've gotten a lot of stuff done. I'm trying to clean up my language. You know what I used to say. I got a lot of stuff done. It's amazing how much stuff you can get done when you're not podcasting. But I've got some things to say again, I think, and there's no reason to say them on YouTube. There's no reason at all. I've been getting strikes for things that I've said a year ago. It's crazy. And you can't get rid of the strike until you log on and look at it. So they want to punish you. Oh, you can't post for 7 days, even though we put this strike on you, a month ago. You need to suffer for 7 days after you see you got the strike. So I've been wanting to reach out to you soldiers to see if you could head on over to DT's new site on Rumble. And if I can get 100 subscribers on Rumble, I'll be able to live stream there. So that will be the new home of the Black Brigade. We'll be on Rumble. And I'll show you how to get there. This is the Black Brigade page on YouTube. He's got all the stuff here. Community, that's where I did some posts, and thank you for replying to those, soldiers. But I don't think the community posts get out to all the devices. I looked on my device, I looked on my phone, I'm like, there's no way I can get this post. So right up here on the banner, far right, is the Rumble arrow, the green arrow there. Click that. It takes you to the Black Brigade reboot page on Rumble. What would Snake Plissken do? Subscribers 15. One of those is me. I won't play the loser sounder right now. Let's try to keep this as efficient as possible. So just hit subscribe there. When it hits 100, I'll be able to live stream. So that's that. Those are your orders, soldiers. Now, why would you want to listen to old DT? Why would you want to? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I give you analysis here that you don't get anywhere else. And as I've been listening to and watching this whole FTX collapse and how it's affecting the entire crypto industry and the contagion industry. I hate these words that they use. Community, industry. It's the crypto industry. What? What are you making? Are you making little widgets? Are you making little parts? Industry, industrial revolution. What? No. You know how I feel about crypto. You know what I've said in the past, soldiers, if you've fallen in here before. But let's just have some receipts, okay? Let's have some receipts. Will to Power episode number 95. DT is a demigod. Vindicated 100% on Bitcoin. Streamed live on May 3rd, 2021. Okay? This is where we talked about Tether, where I discovered Tether and Tether's involvement in the crypto space. So let's just listen here for a little bit. Kirk Grimes, DT, what's your take on why online metals dealers accept Bitcoin? Well, I mean, it's sort of a when in Rome, right? They can still exchange Bitcoin for real dollars. Why wouldn't they? Oh, you mean it's as simple as exchanging Bitcoin for Tether and then taking my... I don't know how all that works. See, I am blowing it live here, but I'm right. I'm not going to sit and research every, detail of this bullshit steaming pile of crap fucking fake reality that is Bitcoin. So why not? If it's just a means of exchange, sure, you take Bitcoin and you get out of it immediately, right? But that's what anybody who's smart. I'm glad you brought that up, Kurt Grimes. I'm glad you brought that up. Here's for you.
I'm awesome. Right. Yeah.
So that's the take. That's the final takeaway here. Is I did look up. I was watching a show, that Josh Gates show, and they found like an old sacrifice site. I don't know, a site to give sacrifices and gifts to whatever in pagan Ireland or Scotland or something. It was Scotland. and they found all these old silver Roman coins. They found a bunch of them, like 20 of them, from like 400 AD or something, towards the fall of the Roman Empire. Found all these silver coins, which was very unusual. That's how they knew something was going on here, that people would leave a gift in this particular spot. And so I looked up. I'm like, well, how much is a Roman coin worth? That would be kind of cool to have. So I looked it up, and I saw APMEX, APMEX.com, does accept Bitcoin to buy precious metals. Get the fuck out of Bitcoin and buy precious metals that you can hold in your fucking hand. It's up at $60,000 a Bitcoin. Get the fuck out and get something real. You're going to thank me. You are going to kneel before Zod and worship me as a demigod, and maybe there'll be some field in the Black Hills where you can throw your extra silver to worship me and to sacrifice to me, because you're going to want that. You're going to want gold and silver when this is all said and done. And if you've got all this fake money in Bitcoin, start getting rid of it. Soldiers. I told you in May 3rd, 2021 to get out, not giving financial advice. You always have to have that disclaimer, right? Which is why we got the Black Brigade disclaimer. It's just your opinion, man, at the end of every podcast, right, soldiers? But I told you, get out of Bitcoin. May 3rd, 2021. Well, what if you'd taken my advice, soldiers? What if more than a whopping 151 people had watched this video? I've been listening to a lot of Bitcoin stuff lately, and Richard Hart, I sort of like him. I think he's probably a scammer too, but at least he's I don't know, his criticisms of exchanges and all these things that I will talk about on Rumble. I've got a different take on this, soldiers, than is generally talked about. I finally heard somebody today, some guy named Ran, sort of approach my takeaway on the FTX collapse and the Bitcoin Armageddon that's going on right now. But what would have happened? I said it was around 60,000. Again, I don't pay attention to these. I'm not these chart readers that, we got a red candle and we got a green candle and we're approaching the support here and here's the next breakthrough point. I don't do any of that crap. So let's see. Bitcoin price May 3rd was $56,623.51. Dollars or U.S. dollars tether? I mean, is it really in fiat U.S. dollars? Or is this just the stablecoin dollar price back then on May 3rd? $56,000 right now, as I'm recording this podcast right now, it's $16,761 a Bitcoin. So that is a 70% decline over the last year and a half plus. 70% you lost. If you look at the Bitcoin chart here, it goes up again a little bit from where I kind of advised you to get out. You had until, with those 151 views on my YouTube video, people had until November, basically, to maybe get out while the getting's good. There's 57 level right there, November 27th. So about a year ago, right? 70% decline in Bitcoin price. Gold, what did gold do? I said, get out of it, get into gold. Get into something real, I think I said. I don't think the dollar's real. Everything's fake, right? Well, let's see here. May 3rd was about $1,778 an ounce of gold. And right now, as we speak, it's $1,753 an ounce. So that's like a 1 to 2% decline in gold since May 2021. So you could have just stayed in U.S. dollars for that matter. You could have just got out of Bitcoin, got into Tether, cashed out of Tether. If they allowed you to cash out, if they actually allowed you to take your tethers and get your fiat, get your U.S. dollars out of the exchanges, if they allowed you to do that, you wouldn't have lost 70% of your wealth over the last year and a half plus. So that's why you subscribe, soldiers. That's why. I don't know how many times I need to be right before people listen and before people share. Hey, listen to this guy. The other thing I might do over on the Rumble site, maybe I'll video my face. Maybe you'll see my beautiful face. But it's not happening on YouTube. It is definitely not going to happen on YouTube. So again, head on over. If you're subscribed to the Black Brigade channel, you can click on the channel. On the banner is the Rumble link. Get over to Rumble. The other way you can get it on your devices, I believe, is in the About tab. The About tab has the Rumble link in it. Okay? So if you're on a device and you want to find Black Brigade on Rumble and not have to tippity type in Black Brigade or Black Brigade Reboot into Rumble, I haven't tried that. Click on the Rumble link in the About section of the channel on your device, on your phone. So those are your orders, soldiers. We want to get off. We want to escape from YouTube. And we have the option now. We have the alternative on Rumble to live stream for free with 100 subs. So that's what I'm looking to do. There's no real reason to stream on YouTube or to produce content. And you know what it's crap. That's what it is. It's not content. It's crap. So that's where it's going to happen from here on out. If it happens, I need the 100 subs for it to happen. So soldiers, I think I've got. It says I've got 2,000 subscribers. I think I've actually only got 1,000. I think 1,000 of that is a competent man doing things there. That weird week where it increased at a straight line. I think that there were shenanigans happening. So that's what 10%. 10% of my subscribers. If you can head on over to the Rumble site and subscribe, I'd very much appreciate it. You will hear DT again. And my analysis and more receipts. I will be talking. The first thing I'll talk about is this whole FTX situation. I'm not going to go. I don't need to go over FTX in detail, but my take on it, and basically, see, I told you so. If you want to hear that, but new takes on it as well. New takes on what's going on, and how it's still everything's fake, soldiers. Everything's fake. So thanks for falling in, soldiers. Again, go Rumble, hit subscribe. Dismissed.